Icarus flew too close to the ocean. He burned his wings and fell into the sea, drowned in sorrow. He was warned by his father Daedalus, who designed the labyrinth that held the Minotaur, Minos' monster, and the product of his wife Pasiphae, and a love for a white bull. Now Pasiphae was the lovely daughter of the Sun God Helios, and her mother Perse was an Oceanid. His sister was Circe, her niece Medea, and she was a sorceress true. Her husband Minos, king of Crete, had prayed to the god of the oceans beside him, and his prayers were answered, and a great white bull emerged for him, sacrificed to the gods. Yet the bull was so handsome, and his coat of snow so white and glorious, that Minos couldn't bear to kill the creature. And thus the godly gift went awry, and Poseidon was angered by the lack of respect for his godliness. And so this breach of godly etiquette was punished severely. For Poseidon asked Aphrodite to send a son, arrows to pierce his wife's heart with an arrow of love for the snow-white bull. How she pined for a union with the snow-white bull. So Daedalus built a wooden cow for her to climb inside and take the bull's seat. The wooden cow was covered with real cowhide, and it was enough to fool the bull. It made it with Pasiphae, though she bore the Minotaur. And as he grew, the Minotaur wreaked havoc in the court. So Minos asked Daedalus to build a prison for his stepson, half man, half bull, or should we say a man with a bull's head and a bullish appetite for human flesh. So Daedalus designed a labyrinth so clever that the Minotaur was trapped inside its winding passageways. Meanwhile, their son Androgeus was killed in Athens, and Minos demanded punishment in the form of 7 men, 7 women to be shipped to Crete, sacrificed to the Minotaur every 9 years. Theseus stepped into the picture, and with Pasiphae's daughter Ariadne's help, he Minotaur. Follow the thread she spooled out for him, a product of the mind of old Daedalus. When Minos discovered his brilliant inventor's treachery, he ordered him and his son Icarus imprisoned in the palace to wait a certain death. So Daedalus constructed wings out of the feathers and wax for him and his son to flee the palace through a window and fly over the sea to freedom beyond. Before the flight he warned his son not to fly too low, lest the moisture of the ocean make the wings too heavy, nor to fly too high, lest the sun melt the wax holding the feathers in their place. Yet Icarus was so pleased with his father's invention that he ignored the warnings and flew higher and higher to see the view of the Meridian and the Mediterranean below. And when he flew too high, the sun melted the wax and he plummeted downward and drowned in the sea. It was Hercules, the great strong man, who recovered his body and carried it to shore, much to the gratitude of his mourning father, who flew on to Sicily, or was it Athens, for more adventures and inventions. But the story ends